Okay, good morning everyone. In last lecture, we have seen FDM, fuse deposition modeling, then LOM, laminated object manufacturing, then we have seen SLA, stereolithography, then SLS, selective laser sintering. So, in today's lecture, we are going to learn SGC, that is solid ground curing, or you can call it as photo masking. So, uh, solid ground curing or photomasking was the first RP process to reach Indian soil. It was not a government initiative, but that a private company, Datar Switch Gas, Nasik, it has brought the first solid ground curing machine, and second machine it is at IIT Kanpur. Okay, so this machine is also a non-US origin. It is from Israel, and solid ground curing is very similar to SLA in principles. That is, when a light of appropriate wavelength falls on a liquid photopolymer, the energy absorbed causes the polymerization. The polymerized photopolymer will be in solid state. Okay, like in SLA, what we do, uh, we take a liquid polymer and we uh, fall the laser beam hmm, laser beam on particular area, and that area will get solidified. Okay, like that. In this SGC, we use a flood of UV light. Here we use a flood of UV light is used in SGC against the pointed laser light in SLA. Okay, so the associated changes is the absence of image scanning. Instead, the flood is made to pass through a optical mask. See here we use a optical mask, so that whatever shape we want, so that shape will be of optical mask. Okay, optical mask will act as a negative. Okay, and this mask is a negative of the region to the polymerized. Okay, and the regions of the liquid polymer where the light falls become solid. Hmm? The remaining liquid can be drained, and its place is filled by the liquid wax. Okay. See, once we focus pass the flood of light on the liquid polymer through a optical mask, that area will become solid and remaining area will be liquid. So in that case, what we do, remaining liquid can be drained out, huh? And then in that place we fill a liquid wax. Okay, as entire area is exposed together, this process is very fast because we are using the flood of UV light over here, not single pointed laser we are using, and we are not selecting the area. That's why this process will be very fast. Okay, so the build time is proportional to the surface area and not volume. Okay, this is important. So build time is here proportional to the surface area, not the volume. Next, the point of the power of laser and exposure time decides the layer thickness. See, power of laser and exposure time decides the layer thickness in this. Then explicit support structures are required. Okay, so there are support structures are required in this, and this is achieved by simply pouring a wax in the regions not affected by the light. So as earlier said, that liquid polymer will be excess liquid polymer that is not solidified, that will be removed out, and in that place use a we pour the wax as a support, and no need for computing the regions requiring support and modify the CAD model. Okay, so using wax we can do, so no extra computing is required or support is required, and no, not need to modify the CAD models also. This is a principle. Okay, so now we will see the flow diagram of photo masking and solid ground curing. Here, preparing the, this is how this process A, B, C, D, this total process is to prepare the photo mask. Okay, so this for charging the mask plate, developing the charged image on the photo mask. Okay, so this is how we do. First we will use the uh, system, and through that we will take the print, the charging the mask plate, and then developing the charged image on the uh, plate, and then exposing the layer with UV light, hmm, instantly, and an exposure area. So when we pass the flood of light, UV light through this photo mask, same image will you can get over here. The mask generation over here. This is a liquid polymer. Over here you will get the, you can see white this structure. So this has been solidified by passing the light, and same shape has been reflected on this as of your photo mask. Hmm? Then what we will do after this, we will wipe out the excess liquid polymer, huh? And then we will fill the wax as a support. If some areas have some holes or something, in that places we will remaining area we will fill with the liquid, fill with the wax, and then again we will cool down the wax. Hmm? We will cool the wax so that it gets solid, and then we will mill it for a surface finish. We will mill it. Okay, for exact thickness we will do the milling, and then again we will apply the uh, liquid polymer. Again we will spread the layer of liquid polymer. Again, if you have another photo mask, you can again you can use on this. Like that we generate over here. Okay, so this one is a good image. From this you can see, uh, see from the, with the help of system we create the photo masking. We can charge the plate and we can print our image on this photo mask, and then here your liquid polymer is there. So we pass the UV light through this photo masking, and the same image get on this area that is solidified, and then we will apply the mask, sorry, we will remove the excess material, then we apply the mask, then we will cool it down, and then we will do the milling over here, and then we will apply again the another layer of photopolymer, and again we will pass through it. We will focus the UV light on that. So like that we will make a the actual model whatever we required. So this one is a machine. Here also the same thing, everything. So here your platform is there. So on this we will pass the UV light, and you can see the image. This much part will be solidified, and then we will remove this photo mask. Then we will apply the wax spreader. We will apply the wax spreader, and it will act, it will fill the holes, and some we will give the support to your main part, and then we will cool down the wax through this plate. Will cool down. After cooling, we will mill it, and then again if you want another image to be passed, then again we will apply the liquid polymer on that, and then again we will pass the UV light. So like that, slice by slice means photo masking should be decided slice by slice. Okay, so number of photo masks will depends on the actual model. Okay, and the layer thickness of you who are generating it. This is the steps. See, spray of photo. This is a material name, photosynthetic sensitive resin material they are using, and develop a mask, develop a photo mask over here. Then expose the photo mask. See, UV light source is there. From here, the mask over here, and the current layer. And this is a completed portion of the part. This is a completed portion of the part. Okay, then what we will do, this is a vacuum uncured resin, that we will clean the excess resin from here that has been not solidified. Then in place of that we will apply the wax. We will apply the wax for supporting, and then we will do the milling on that, and then again you have to repeat the process. Then you have to first you go again, you have to go to first step, then again second, then third. Okay, like that you have to repeat these steps, and at last when last slice will be there, means last photo mask will be there. After that you will get you can take out your part from this mold. So this is one of the parts prepared from SGC parts, you can say. You can see here. So we will discuss some advantages and disadvantages of SGC. So the main advantage is what? The entire area is addressed in one go, right? So here we use a flood of UV light. So at one time we can solidify whole area, whatever area we are focusing. Okay, hence it is very fast, and this is high speed allows production like fabrication of many parts and large parts. Okay, so this process can be used for large scale parts also, means large size parts also we can manufacture from this. So no post cure is required. So again here fencing and cleaning and all those things are not required, so it is very easy. So no post cure is required as polymerization is complete in the machine itself. Then milling step ensures the flatness for subsequent layer and Z accuracy. So this approach is adopted in few other system for very high accuracy. So after after applying the wax, again we are doing the milling. So the flatness is maintained. So accuracy is very high. That's why. So supports are required obtained by filling the wax. After sucking the liquid polymer, no extra support calculations are needed. Okay. So this is also supports are obtained directly through wax, so no extra supports are calculated or needed. So that one also good. That is also advantage of this. Now we will see the limitations. Here, uh, here two processes are there, and many subsets are there. Like masking cycle, we have to prepare. First, we have to prepare the masking cycle. Then we have to apply the polymer spreader, then polymer cleaner, then wax spreader, wax cooling plate, milling head, vacuum section of the chips, hence less reliable. Furthermore, it requires full-time operator attention. See, this is a main limitation is that full-time operator attention is required over here. Then building time depends on only the height of the part and not its volume. Okay. So then again, dewaxing is time consuming and creates a lot of waste of wax. So this is a lot of waste of wax is there, and some time consuming is there for dewaxing. So these are the some limitations of this method. So next process is object. Hmm? So see, first we will see the principle of it. It's very similar to SLA and SGC in principle. That is when a light of appropriate wavelength falls on a liquid photopolymer, and the energy absorbed causes the polymerization. And the polymerized photopolymer will be in a solid state. The principle of inkjet printing is used. Ink, ink being placed by the liquid photopolymer or raster based printing technology. Okay. So here the multi jets are used to improve the productivity. Presently 8 pairs of jet are used. As MEMS technology improves and more heads can be packed. So here the flood of UV light is thrown on the table when printing takes place. and the explicit supports are required. See here, supports are required, and water soluble gel is used as a support material. Okay, which is not a photosensitive. Okay, and support is simply blown off by the jet of water. Okay, we can easily remove the support material by using a water jet of water. Okay, this is one of the image of the object RP machine. So here the technology you can see here. This is a multi-jet. It has 8 pairs. So this total system is called is jetting head, and as we know, this head can move in x and y direction, and through jet we will pass the UV light over here. Then this is a model material, and then this plate will move in z direction, and here this is a support material and the build tray. So support is like a FDM with another material, and it is jelly that is simply washed off. So here you can see printing 8 heads, synchronized jetting with a sophisticated SW tools, then simultaneous jetting, identical amounts of resin, then super thin layers of 16 microns, and immediate UV curing of each layer. So here after putting a material, immediate curing occurs through the UV light. Say then easy to replace the jetting head by the customer, and then standard procedure to determine the head to replace. Wizard takes you through a process. Office environment like replacing inkjet heads. Okay, so this is very easy. You can easily replace this. So these are the cartridge and fully cured final models, non-toxic and full control of the cartridge replacement. Okay, so no issue of that. Then you can see here some parts which has been manufactured through object RP machines. Flexible materials, 20% elongation at the break. So flexible materials you can print through this machine. Durable as well as enable snap fit. Okay, and good impact strength is there. So using this object RP machines, you can print like this models. Here some before surgery you can in medical applications you can use this machine. So you have to print the prototype of that skull, and then you have to study about it. So accurate highly detailed model can be used and enabled excellent preparation for real surgery. And using this, the surgery time reduced from 97 to 22 hours. So this is one example of this object machine. Then concept models you can see. So gray model, a gray model, painted model, chrome painted model, transparent model. So this all can you can take print from that object machine. So here you can see some 1 meter grill for Ford you can print. Accuracy also good. There are some tea kettles also printed through this machine. Some jewelry and tiny parts has been printed. So here important is advantages. First, the quality models, that accurate, detailed and smooth surfaced models with any geometry design. Okay, first advantage means we can print, we can have a high accuracy in this, and detailed models we can print, and the surface finish is also good, very smooth. Huh? Okay, then second is fast, as raster in x-axis and y-axis, just indexing, and multi-jets will reduce the number of indexing y. Okay, so x and y is there, so x-axis will move and y is just indexing. Okay, so that's why it reduces number of indexing y direction. Okay, so then the good material properties. Okay, that good flexibility, impact strength, and transfer is suitable for photoelasticity. Okay, so this is also a good advantage. Then easy operation, reliable, easy to use, easy to remove the support. Then clean process, suitable for office environment. Then next, no post querying, so no post querying is required. And easy maintenance, any pair of nozzles can be replaced individually. Then format and build size for shoes, mold makers, automotive or service bureaus. Okay, so this we can format the size of this all the things. Okay, limitation same as SLA. So we have to go to SLA slide and we have to see the limitation of SLA.